In the middle of a rant filled with a bunch of incoherent nonsense, I once heard Floyd Mayweather say that champions only remain champions if they understand one very important thing, that they can never ever take anything for granted. And I've got a sneaking suspicion that Juliana Malacarne isn't taking a damn thing for granted these days. The best to ever do it in the women's physique division is starting to turn up the pressure. The latest photos and videos coming from Team Malacarne show the champ looking pretty close to the best we've ever seen her this far out, which certainly can't be good news for the rest of the field. We're now approaching what they call in fight game the championship rounds, and until the final bell rings, I feel pretty safe riding it out with Juliana Malacarne in my corner. There's a line in Shakespeare's play Othello that goes something to the effect of, quote, "Men should be what they seem." And it seems to me that David Henry is a man on a mission. Don't ask me how it happened, but somehow, once again, the only athlete in this year's 212 Olympia lineup not named Flex Lewis to have a Mr. Olympia title lining his trophy case has managed to go virtually untalked about up to this point in his prep. Over the weekend, the 212's original giant killer was hard at work, knocking out another one of his Hall of Fame back workouts, trying to start etching in a few details as he heads down the home stretch. Even at this point in his career, a 100% David Henry is still fully capable of being crowned Olympia champ if Flex Lewis slips up and leaves the door open. And if this narrative somehow managed to actually play itself out, it would bring a level of drama and shock to the bodybuilding world that I think even Shakespeare might be proud of. Every once in a while, you see an athlete hit the stage and you can feel that there's just something about them that's built for the bright lights from day one. And I get the feeling that Jamie LeRoyce is one of those athletes. So far in his rookie campaign, last year's junior national champ has been nothing short of brilliant, putting together 3 top 10 outings and a win back at the Fit World Pro. With only 6 weeks left to go in his Olympia prep, LeRoyce looks like he's finally starting to turn the corner and really build up some serious momentum. This will easily be the deepest lineup that LeRoyce has ever seen, but if he can manage to pull it all together at the right time, this is a guy who has the potential to create all sorts of problems up there in any lineup. Talent can take you a long way in this industry, but when hard work meets talent, that, my friends, is how history ends up being made. And from the look of things, men's physique all-star Jeremy Potvin might be planning to make some history in his own right. Despite a bit of a slow start out of the gates back at the Arnold Classic, one of the most explosive talents in the men's physique division seems to have cured whatever was ailing him. With just about 6 weeks left in his Olympia prep, last year's third-place finisher might be on pace to deliver his most devastating look yet. From front to back, Potvin is about as complete as any athlete in the division. And as long as his conditioning is up to par, it's almost unthinkable that this guy would not make his way into the first call-out. You'd think that winning your first show of the season and snatching one of the last few remaining Olympia qualifications would be cause to take a few days off and celebrate. But I guess Marcia Goncalves doesn't quite feel the same way. Late last week, Goncalves was spotted knocking out a little bit of early morning glute work, less than a week after her huge win at the Prestige Crystal Cup. Like always, this Bikini Olympia lineup is absolutely loaded from top to bottom. But as someone who likes to consider themselves an optimist, I can certainly envision a scenario where Goncalves is able to compete for a spot in the back end of the top 5.